OGTV 45 tapping in. I'm having a hard time understanding something. I need my FBA family to help me out. They tell me I shouldn't make blanket statements like Caribbeans are always interfering with our reparations claim, because not all Caribbeans interfere with our reparations claim. But there's always a Caribbean interfering with our reparations claim. How should I phrase that where it doesn't offend anybody?
Y'all, the reparations that they're studying for New York, they're trying to slide Africans into it. Check this out.
Your issue, and everybody who is concerned about language that says persons of African descent should be considered with respect to reparations, your issue is with the New York State Legislature. No, let me explain to you why. The legislation authorizing this commission to study the impact of slavery in New York State specifically, expressly states that we are to examine the impact of slavery and the impact of racism on people of African descent. It is the language in the legislation. We are not mandated, or allowed, I should say, we are not permitted to do anything but what the legislation actually authorizes us to do.
Now, I went to see who was part of this bill. These are the names, but one name stood out to me the most is Miss Salage. She's Haitian. Why would you allow a Haitian to be part of the legislation or this bill process? It should just be all Black Americans. If your lineage haven't went back to the 1700s, you shouldn't be a part of this process.
We all know how having a Haitian American on this reparation committee panel, whatever it's called, could be problematic due to the fact of WAHH. There's always a WAHH issue brought up by some Haitian whenever there's a meeting for our reparations. If you're unaware what WAHH is, it's weird-ass Haitian history. So someone's always coming with this weird-ass Haitian history, like they discovered Illinois. That's really Haitian. It's Illinois. And all the states up that way are really Haitian names. Ohio and Michigan, or however they want. It's like there's always some weird insertion how they feel like they deserve a slice of the pie. And I've said on several occasions, why don't you just file your own claim for Haitian Americans? They refuse to do that. They want to piggyback on the back of our end, which is going to make it impossible for us to get. It's going to be hard enough to get for just us. Once you start including other countries, you're muddying up the water. And this is what they do every time. This is why I come up here bombing on them, because they deserve it for that, because they don't call each other out. You don't hear people from their community saying, hey, stay out of their politics. This is not our country. Stay out of their politics. They won't do that, so I'm going to do it for them. Haitians think they freed all the slaves and they're the first Black Americans. That is extremely dangerous, having one of them being able to open their mouth, period, in our reparations committee. Another issue, Puerto Ricans. They have a Puerto Rican on the panel. Why? I'm not understanding it. It's this guy, Gustavo Rivera. This is another one. He's there to muddy up the waters. Puerto Ricans can be Black when they want to be Black too. They could tie themselves to some form of African slavery thing whenever they feel like it too, for their convenience. So I'm not comfortable with a Puerto Rican there. There's racial tension in New York for decades between Black Americans and Puerto Ricans. How do you think the whole Bloods gang got started on Rikers Island? It was racial tension between the Blacks and the Puerto Ricans. Why is a Puerto Rican involved with our reparations claim? None of these other nations who were here at that time have a right to be involved with the conversation, period. It doesn't have anything to do with their tax dollars. You chose to come here. So whatever burden falls on this country falls on you because you chose to come here. You shouldn't have no say-so in it. We all know where it goes. If they can't find a way to weasel themselves in, they're going to hate on what we got going on. And I'm sick and tired of it.
So what they're also trying to do, they're trying to completely annihilate the reparations claim. These are people with multiple degrees. These are people that understand law, and they put there for a reason, right? They understand what's wrong and what's right when it comes to law. So the fact that they're going by race-based reparations, knowing that it's illegal according to the Constitution, and decades on decades of people telling them we're going lineage-based reparations, which is legal. And this is not like they don't know. Multiple people have been going to them and telling them lineage-based reparations is illegal to go by race-based. They're purposely trying to waste time and go by race-based to destroy or add other people in. and then try to gaslight and say, well, it's not us, talk to them. No, your job is to go. You get paid millions of dollars per year to go talk to these people and let them know this is what you need to do. Don't tell us to go talk to them. You need to go talk to them. They crazy. So, a lot of it, what that takes is for more of us to start hitting these meetings, start going there and putting our boots in the ground, because they really playing with a lot of our people there. I'm not going to lie to you. So it's crazy, fam. It gets deep. This rabbit hole get deep. And a lot of these people are corrupt. This is why I say it's bigger than, this diaspora war is bigger than words, bigger than, oh, I don't like you because you look a certain type of way or none of that. This is political. This is economic. That people are coming to positions of power to undermine our people. This is what's going on. So it's bigger than somebody look a little different. This is the stuff they're doing. A lot of them people that's on them reparations task force, they all Caribbean or African. And they're destroying what we got going on.
And then on top of these immigrants interfering, we got to deal with people like this guy right here. He's dressed up like an African. He looks like he just walked straight out of Sinetta Studios, and he's ready to go up there and try to get the whole continent of Africa included in our reparations, which is going to make it impossible to happen, or either sell us out and give our money to the African Union so he can get some more African suits. FBA, let me tell y'all something. Our forefather, our ancestor, Chairman Fred Hampton said, the power is the people. We are the power. Please do not forget that. We came up here all summer long talking about how we wanted these black immigrants out of our politics. And if you don't see how the Creator is working on our behalf, how he exposed that Haitian senator for stealing money, or Congresswoman, whatever she was, for stealing $6 million. Then he went and exposed all them people up in Minnesota, all the Somalians in Minnesota for their crookedness. He exposed this the egghead Nigerian boy up in Colorado who staged a cross-burning hoax to get elected into mayor.
The mayor of Colorado Springs, Jimmy Mo Bolati, Mohead, then he got body.
The truth is finally surfacing, and those responsible are gripped with fear. They are fully aware that their judgment day is approaching.
Tell the people what happened, Donnie.
The FBI told the DOJ, hey, prosecute him. We got evidence. We know that he's lying. Because they connected him to the people who did the hoax. Derek Bernard and his girlfriend, Black Cloud. You getting Native Americans caught up in your scams, Nigerian? But this is how it happened. He told the FBI, I don't know, Derek, 120%. I'm telling y'all the truth. Come to find out, they got him communicating with Derek, telling Derek, hey, take me across the finish line. In 2023, I need to be elected as the mayor of Colorado Springs. And it worked. They did this hoax, got a sympathy votes, and he got in.
Manipulating and playing on foundational black American trauma. Cross-burning had nothing to do with them. They wasn't there for that. So he played on our emotions and our trauma to get elected. He's exposed. They're all being exposed. The Winsome chick in Virginia, she didn't win. I think the bigger part of this nation, the larger part of the population is starting to take notice that these black immigrant politicians ain't hitting on shit. And a lot of that came from us constantly talking about it. The power is the people. We are the people. We keep talking about it. We are the power. It's going to come to pass because we speaking on it. We're going to speak it into existence. And the next thing we're going to make sure they start paying attention to is these immigrants in our reparations hearings, in our reparations studies, on our reparations panels. They don't got no business there. It is coming to light. It is being revealed. Immigrants have no business in our politics. Anybody with any type of dual allegiance to any other country has no business in our politics. We just got to stand on it. We got to keep saying it. And it's going to come to pass because the power is the people. That's what Chairman Fred said. And the other thing we got to do is stop listening to the naysayers, the Debbie Downers. Block them out. The ones who say we're not going to be able to accomplish this. We're not going to be able to accomplish that. We got to stop listening to them all together. The ones who say we won't be able to unify our vote. Yes, we will. And that's how we will get our reparations. The people who say we won't get our reparations, we got to block them out. We got to stop listening to them. We got to stop entertaining them. Because a lot of people, I was watching that debate between my son and Marquette Devon. And I was just applauding Marquette Devon so much because he had his foot so far up my son's ass, it ain't make no sense. The brother reduced my son to a liberal YT woman, and I thought it was rather entertaining. He made him rage quit. At any given moment, I thought my song was going to break out and say, what's a man to do when he just can't take no more? What's a man to do? He had that nigga beyond emotional. We spoke about this before. When it's time to break a tie between the conservatives and the liberals, they're going to have to appease somebody, because at the end of the day, we don't have to vote. Period. Whoever lost is going to realize if they had our vote, they could have won. That's all it takes, withholding our vote. If we withhold our vote for an entire presidential election, all major elections, if they don't have any candidate up there who's offering us what we want, I guarantee we will see a difference come the next election. We were enslaved for hundreds of years. You know how many niggas died thinking we wasn't never going to get free? We kept the fight alive. Eventually, we got free. Keep the fight alive. Eventually, we going to get our paper. Don't listen to nobody who's telling you we ain't.